Bruce Lee wasn't just an actor or a martial artist. He was a visionary, a man who looked at the world of fighting and saw a need for change. Before Lee, martial arts were strict, rigid, and traditional. Fighters were expected to follow forms and patterns that had been passed down for generations, but Bruce Lee questioned everything. He believed that in a real fight, sticking to these traditions could hold a fighter back. His journey to create Jeet Kune Do started with a question: why follow the rules if they make you slow or predictable? This single thought became the foundation for a revolution in martial arts. Lee didn't just want to fight better. He wanted to create a system that was fluid, adaptable, and free from the constraints of old-school thinking. This was the beginning of Jeet Kune Do. 2. The birth of Jeet Kune Do, breaking free from tradition. Bruce Lee's frustration with traditional martial arts wasn't just about techniques. It was about the mindset. He saw martial arts as being stuck in outdated methods that didn't work in real-life situations. To him, a fight was unpredictable, chaotic, and required flexibility. Lee began to explore different combat styles, searching for elements that worked and discarding what didn't. This led to the birth of Jeet Kune Do, a martial art that broke away from the rigidity of forms and emphasized personal expression. Bruce famously said, "Using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation." This meant that Jeet Kune Do wasn't a style, but a way of thinking, a way to adapt to any fight or challenge without being bound by tradition. Lee's vision was to empower martial artists to be free in their movements, not locked into a single method. 3. Jeet Kune Do, a fusion of martial arts. Jeet Kune Do wasn't built on any single fighting style. Instead, Bruce Lee drew from a wide range of disciplines. He was deeply influenced by Wing Chun, the Chinese martial art he learned in his youth. But Lee didn't stop there. He also incorporated elements of Western boxing, with its powerful punches and footwork, and fencing, which taught him the importance of timing and distance. Jeet Kune Do became a fusion of these styles, a hybrid approach that focused on efficiency rather than tradition. What made it unique was that it wasn't tied to any one way of fighting. It was all about practicality. If a technique worked in a real fight, it was part of Jeet Kune Do. If it didn't, it was discarded. This approach made Jeet Kune Do one of the most versatile and adaptive martial arts ever created. The philosophy behind the art: simplicity, directness, and freedom. At the core of Jeet Kune Do lies a philosophy of simplicity and directness. Bruce Lee believed that the most effective techniques were often the simplest ones. Flashy moves and complex sequences might look good on camera, but in a real fight, they could slow you down. Jeet Kune Do taught practitioners to strip away the unnecessary and focus on what worked. Lee also emphasized directness, going straight to the target with speed and precision. In his view, the shortest path between 2 points was always the best. But more than techniques, Jeet Kune Do was about freedom. Bruce Lee believed that fighters shouldn't be bound by rules or styles. Instead, they should be free to adapt, change, and evolve with each situation. This philosophy of freedom made Jeet Kune Do not just a martial art but a way of life. 5. Jeet Kune Do's lasting impact on martial arts. The impact of Jeet Kune Do is still felt today, decades after Bruce Lee's death. His philosophy of adaptability and efficiency has influenced not just martial artists but also athletes, thinkers, and creators around the world. In fact, many see Jeet Kune Do as the precursor to modern mixed martial arts, or MMA. Like Jeet Kune Do, MMA focuses on using the most effective techniques from various fighting styles, blending them into a cohesive, practical system. Bruce Lee's vision of martial arts as something fluid and adaptable has inspired generations of fighters to push beyond the limits of tradition. Today, Jeet Kune Do is not just a martial art. It's a reminder that in life, as in combat, flexibility and innovation are the keys to success. Bruce Lee's legacy continues to grow, challenging us to think beyond the boundaries.